Okay, I've got you, Sag. Conversations around commitment. That's what I'm channeling. You will be having conversations around commitment over the next 2 weeks. Sag, somebody wants you to commit. They do. Somebody wants you. Somebody wants to take a step further with you. For some of you, it's talking about marriage. For others, it's talking about being exclusive. I'm channeling as well recommitment, recommitting to one another. So maybe renewal of vows. But there are conversations, beautiful conversations around commitment the rest of this month. So let's get a little bit more clarity on this, Sag. Okay. I think for those of you, if you're going through a little bit of a hard time with the partner, that's where the recommitment comes in. Reprioritizing, committing to one another, working through what you need to work on, getting through it together, and coming out stronger on the other side. It's all about commitment. I will say this, Sag, the person who wants commitment from you may be someone who wasn't willing to give you the kind of commitment you wanted or needed in the past. It does feel like that person comes through. I'm hearing and I'm feeling open heart. Somebody's heart's truly open to you. Feels like somebody had holdups, some fears because of past relationships that didn't work out well. And now I think that applies to most people, right? That's normal. But it feels like someone who had gotten out of a relationship and then met you. So it was sort of fast for them. You were ready for a commitment when they were not. And then it sort of turned you off. So you may have distanced yourself a little bit. It doesn't feel like you've completely separated, but they felt that. And it was a huge void. It feels like for some of your partners, they didn't like how it felt to feel like they were losing you. And they feel ready, but it feels pure, okay? It doesn't just feel like they're reacting out of fear of losing you. This really feels grounded. This feels like really, really beautiful energy. So give your relationship a chance. If you feel like you've reached a point where you can't heal, center of the reading is healing. You're getting there. You're getting there over the next 2 weeks. It feels like, too, for those of you who reprioritize the relationship, have the courage to have conversations of depth, to really heal together, your partner sees your ability to do that, or you see your partner's ability to resolve an issue together, to really consciously address it, to own up to your role in whatever the problem or the issue is, to get to the other side of that intact. You're going to want to commit to that person. You're going to want that too. This does not feel one-sided, but I'm really feeling around. So we have healing at the center of your reading. So do expect healing, okay? There's definitely healing taking place for sure. And resolution, especially for those of you who've had an ongoing problem for many months. Feels like you heal over the next 2 weeks, but your partner sees your ability to handle the situation in such an evolved way, and vice versa, Sag. You guys walk away from this like, I loved that reflection. I'm so proud of us for how we dealt with this. I'm so proud to have a partner who can just work at shit with me and resolve it and get to the other side intact. This may be a brand new experience for you, Sag, but it's an eye-opener, not just for you. It's an eye-opener for your partner too. So keep an open mind. There is healing here. There is love. There's definitely love here. Even if you guys are at the beginning of a relationship, trust that there's something significant about this. If you're single, wow. If you're single, give love a chance. Why? Because you're calling in. This is a high-level soulmate. This is a high-level soulmate. And you guys may, right out of the gate, start dealing with some karmic issue. And at face value, that may be a turnoff for you. But I see healing here. For what it's worth, yes, acknowledge red flags. And if there's anything super toxic, anything that challenges your core needs, okay, and boundaries in a relationship, you may step away from that. But that's not who we're talking about. We're talking about somebody who, okay, you guys are Mercury retrograde together right now. Retrogrades do bring up karmic issues. And it may not even be an issue that the two of you are having together. It could be some lingering ex stuff. But your partner sees how you navigate that and respects you, or vice versa. You see their ex trying to come into the picture and how they're able to deal with that, prioritize you over anything in the past. They handle that with compassion, But with self-love and healthy boundaries, I'm telling you, there's something about this reflection of how good you guys are together. It's an eye-opener, and you're going to want to take a step further. For others of you, you're giving your relationship a chance. You're keeping an open mind to healing over the next 2 weeks, and you put in the work needed to resolve whatever needs to be resolved because you know you're with the one. For so many of you, this person feels like the one. They feel really stable. This feels very long-term. This is rooted in something very real. So expect commitments. Expect commitments. Wow. Okay. These all popped at once. Okay. So center of your reading. 2 of these are coming through as 2 clarifiers for 1 card. I'm going to show you this first. Center of your reading. Okay, we have healing. Healing for those of you in committed relationships, okay? But also, I feel like that healing process gets you to this place of higher level commitment. This card is all about commitment, not necessarily just marriage, but this speaks to commitment, but trust that there's healing, especially for those of you who've been together for quite some time. Now we have this. Keep an open mind is clarified by 2 different cards. I'm going to hold this up first. Keep an open mind after a separation. Keep an open mind after a separation to love in general. Also clarifying, keep an open mind is release the ex. Feels like some of you've got out of a relationship and you may have gotten into a new relationship pretty quickly, or your partner has had that experience. There's still some ex energy lingering. You just want to make sure you take enough time to really clear this. If you recognize that, okay, yeah, you've separated, but is that energy really gone? If you recognize that some of that is being carried over into the new relationship with this beautiful person, you're going to want to make the time to do some inner healing, inner child healing. Your partner may actually be able to help you through this process. It feels like they are very compassionate about it. For some of you, you just have an ex who won't go away. And it's not that they're a bad person. It's just that they're not compatible. It does feel like you've moved on. It does feel like you've moved on from exes. But also keep an open mind. Some of you may have separated from a partner, from a major partner. Do recognize that this isn't necessarily ex energy. This is about cleansing your energy in general. Cleanse energy, keep an open mind to getting back together, to giving somebody a shot, because it feels like for those of you, especially for those of you who already have established commitments, many signs are going through karmic issues with loved ones right now. I expect that during retrogrades. Work at it, Sag. This person just feels really solid for you. I will say I'm not feeling too many separations here for Sagittarius. I think you know. I think you know that this person's legit. I think that you are all in. But have faith that there really is healing at this time. If you have lingering energies, whether to ex or lingering energies to any sort of unfavorable situation in the past, now is the time to free yourself from the old energy so that you and your partner move forward with this fresh, cleansed energy. You'll have healthier conversations. You'll have a better experience, and it'll be a lot easier for you to heal. Literally, like, cleanse your energy, sage, sea salt baths, okay? That will be super beneficial for you and your partner. You may want to ask your partner to do that too. Wow, your crowning card just flew. Let me get this for you. Sag, crowning your reading, trust. This person, this relationship is rooted in trust. It feels so intact. If you're having trust issues, especially for those of you who already have those commitments in place, it really feels like that is a lingering issue from the past. It doesn't even really pertain to your current partner. So work on that, okay? It does feel like this person you are about to commit to, that you already have commitments with, and maybe you're taking it a step further. It feels like you can trust them. If you feel like you can't, really assess the situation. For some of you, the Mercury retrograde is just triggering something from the past. It's not about the person in your life right now. So don't walk away from somebody because of some energy that still needs to be cleared. Cleanse it. Recognize that when it comes up and then move forward together. This is a beautiful couple of weeks for you, Sag. I feel like more signs than not are having an extremely hard time navigating relationships right now. I feel like this Mercury retrograde is pretty challenging. I feel like a little bit more so than usual, and probably because of the eclipses, okay? Certain people are being eclipsed out, and that can be really challenging. Significant change happening. For you guys, it doesn't feel quite that intense. It feels like love is more intact because of it. There's a lot of positive here. Bottom of the deck, romantic feelings, true love, okay? I'm telling you, this person is a true love. They're a beautiful partner. If somebody's asking for commitment at this time, and you're not ready, that's okay. You may want to wait until August, until we're out of Mercury retrograde, to fully agree to any commitments and taking a step forward. But it does feel like this is a good time to communicate about that. If you want a deeper connection and a deeper commitment, feels like you're getting what you want finally. It does feel like whoever this person is who wasn't able to commit in the past, maybe they weren't ready, they do feel ready now, Sag. Enjoy this. Enjoy the next couple weeks, Sag.